Toxic shock syndrome outbreak. Toxic shock syndrome, also referred to as TSS, is known to be a fatal and rare disease that develops due to a bacteria called Staphylococcus aureus, also known as S. aureus.
They can be caused by improper use of tampons, but tampons are not the only cause for TSS. Both males and females are able to develop TSS, but in today's segment, we will explain the risks of improper feminine hygiene, which is the primary cause of TSS in females.
Women need to make sure they are changing their tampons every 3 to 4 hours maximum and making sure they follow proper menstrual hygiene. Toxic shock syndrome arises from improper menstrual hygiene paired with the use of tampons because it could lead to the growth of Staphylococcus aureus in the vaginal community. Research has shown that microbial organisms are present in solutions where tampons were submerged, and the microorganisms grow because they are provided with a suitable environment.
Menstrual cups, also known as diva cups, allow in more oxygen, which favors the growth of S. aureus and the development of TSS. Women should limit the use of menstrual cups to lower the risk of growing Staphylococcus aureus.
According to research, different menstrual products were tested and different compositions of the product are believed to be the case of growth of S. aureus and the production of toxic shock syndrome 1. Please make sure you are aware of the risks that come with using menstrual cups and tampons improperly. We hope that we have successfully informed women of the risks of not maintaining proper feminine hygiene with tonight's breaking news segment. Hi, could you state your name and what year in school you are?
Francesca Tabor, and I'm in my second year.
Okay, so do you know how often you have to change your tampons?
Every 5 hours.
Did you know it's actually 3 to 4 hours, every 3 to 4 hours? Because if you don't, you can contract S. aureus, which is a bacteria that can cause a toxic shock syndrome infection. Hi, could you state your name and your year in school?
My name is Leisha, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay, do you know how often do you have to change your tampon?
Every 3 hours.
Wow, do you know why?
No.
So basically, if you keep it on for too long, you can contract S. aureus, which is a bacteria, and it could cause toxic shock syndrome, and it could be fatal.
Been there, done that.
Now, we're going to go switch over to Nafisa, who is currently with a former TSS patient.
Hello, we are reporting live from Arizona, and I have a former toxic shock syndrome patient here with me. Could you please state your name and where you're from, ma'am?
My name is Amanda Banana, and I am from Pluto.
Thank you. Could you tell us about how you got toxic shock syndrome?
Well, I was working for a very long time one day, and I forgot about my tampon, and I had it on for too long until it was too late. And then
How long?
like over 6 hours, and I ended up getting symptoms that made me feel so tired and made me faint, and I was throwing up a lot because I was nauseous, and I was getting sick, I was getting fevers.
What other reasons do you think may have caused your toxic shock syndrome to occur?
Well, since I'm always busy at work, I sometimes forget to wash my hands, so I think that could be a factor to it.
Wash your hands before you change your tampons.
Before and after.
What advice would you give to the general public and other women that are having periods every month to avoid toxic shock syndrome from developing?
Change your tampons every 3 to 4 hours and wash your hands before and after, and just practice overall feminine hygiene.
Thank you so much. Going back to you, Cassidy.
If you have been experiencing symptoms such as pain in the abdomen or muscles, high fever, low blood pressure, chills, dizziness, fainting, fatigue, lightheadedness, diarrhea, or vomiting, please contact your doctor immediately. But no worries, the symptoms of TSS is treatable with antibiotics such as nafcillin and oxacillin. Thank you for watching, and good night.